Kia ora everyone. So this is day 7 of the Conscience journey towards Gaza. We've slowed down and pretty much stopped in order to be able to sail alongside the Thousand Madeleines fleet. It's been a really heart-lifting experience to see these small yachts sailing around us and with us. And I have a huge amount of respect for these people in these small boats getting tossed around on the sea, whereas we're feeling pretty at ease here on this big ship. There's been quite a bit of news coming out about how the Israeli occupation forces and the Israeli government are treating the Sumud participants. They were apparently made to kneel for 5 hours with their hands zip-tied behind their back for chanting Free Palestine when Ben-Gvir was trying to get a propaganda video about calling them terrorists. They've been put in cells that are infested by bed bugs. They weren't given water for 36 hours, and even then it wasn't drinkable water. We've had reports of people having their arms broken, shoulders broken, dislocated, people being beaten up. This kind of news does not deter us at all. If anything, it encourages us. This kind of treatment it pales in comparison to what the Palestinian people are going through every day. There are more than 10,000 Palestinian people in prison at the moment in Israeli prisons. And this is their reality for sometimes decades on end. They don't have any media attention, they don't have any access to legal representation, and so what we may go through and what the Sumud participants have been going through is really nothing in comparison to that. The reason that we're doing this is to break Israel's illegal siege. It is illegal what Israel is doing. It's illegal to be abducting these flotilla participants in international waters. That's against the law. What we're doing is entirely legal. We're taking humanitarian aid, we're taking doctors and journalists to people who are undergoing a genocide. And we need the New Zealand government, Christopher Luxon, Winston Peters and David Seymour to step up and do their job. They have an obligation under the Genocide Convention to prevent genocide before it occurs, not after it occurs, before it occurs. And so that's why we're going to not only to establish a corridor for Palestinians to be able to decide what comes in and goes out of their territories, but also to raise awareness of the failure and the cowardice of our government. It was shameful to hear that Winston Peters has decided to not to recognize Palestine. Unfortunately, the New Zealand government is complicit in this genocide. They have not investigated Raycon, a company in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, which is manufacturing crystal oscillators for smart bombs, which are then sent to the United States and then used, most likely used in weapons in Israel. So the government needs to investigate Raycon, and they've known about Raycon for a long time. The government sent troops to the Red Sea to assist the United States and Israel as they bombed Yemen so that weapons shipments could flow from the United States through the Red Sea to Israel so that they could continue their genocide. They also suspended funding to UNRWA after baseless Israeli allegations. The New Zealand government, unfortunately, is failing in their obligations under the Genocide Convention. So we'll carry on despite the reports of maltreatment of the Sumud participants. It doesn't deter us at all. If anything, it encourages us. Kia ora everyone, I'll keep you up to date.